Welcome all. Today we are discuss about the topic Richardson and Compton experiment. Okay, so this figure shows the experimental arrangement. So in this figure we start from this. This is a small strip of metal. This small strip of metal are denoted by letter C. This small strip of metal are used here as a emitter of photoelectrons, and this small strip of metal are kept in this spherical glass bulb. This is a spherical glass bulb. This spherical glass bulb is totally silvered in inner side. It means it is a silver coated in inner side. Okay. And this spherical glass bulb is connected to the tube T. The spherical glass bulb is totally evacuated by this tube T. Okay. After that, look at here. This is A. A stands for anode. This is used as anode, and this anode is connected to this electrometer E. This E stands for electrometer, and here this electrometer are used for to measure the photoelectric current. Okay. After that, here the letter L. This letter L are used for the monochromatic light. When the monochromatic, we know that the monochromatic light means the light which have only one wavelength. When this monochromatic light are passed through this quartz window, here we use W is a quartz window. When this monochromatic light are passed through this window and fall on this metal strip C, then the photoelectrons get ejected. We know in photoelectric effect, when light fall on the metal surface, then photoelectric gets eject. Like that same, when this monochromatic light pass through this quartz window, after that this monochromatic light are fall on this metal strip, and from that metal strip the photoelectrons are get eject, and these photoelectrons are eject towards this anode. And we know that here the anode is connected to this electrometer, and electrometer works as to measure the photoelectric current. Totally the electrometer measure the photoelectric current by these photoelectrons. Okay. And after that, in this metal strip C, in which the retarded potential are generated. But retarded potential means what? So retarded potential means the electromagnetic potential by electromagnetic field. Here is a electromagnetic field is present. So from that the electromagnetic potential by electromagnetic field generated by the time varying electric current. So here this strip C maintain this retarding potential, and this retarding potential are measured by this voltmeter V. This is a voltmeter. So in which the voltmeter measure the retarded potential and the electrometer measure the photoelectric current. Okay, this is about our Richardson and Compton experiment. Okay. Now we discuss about the relations. Some relations are found from that Richardson and Compton experiment. So we discuss about that relations. So first of all, we discuss about the relation between the photoelectric current and the retarded potential. Okay, we know about the photoelectric current and also the retarded potential. Okay, so I plot one graph. We know that this is the x-axis, this is the y, this is the x dash. Okay, and here 0. I put here V0, and from that I draw some lines. Okay, so here I consider intensities x1, x2 and x3 are here, and respect to that intensities, here also be current I1, I2 and I3. So, and here the potential V. Okay. So, from this graph, V0 is the stopping potential, X1, X2 and X3 are intensities of illumination, and I1, I2 and I3 are our current. So, when the current is when intensity is X1, that time some current are there present, so that time current is I1 is there. When the intensity is doubled, when the value of intensity is increased and get double, then value of intensity is X2. At that time current also be increases. Current value is increases are also be doubled. That time when intensity is X2, that time current is I2. But at that time the potential V0 is nothing but increases. It is a constant. Okay. Then again the intensity is increases. Intensity is increases to X2 to X3. So intensity is X3. That time current also be increases with respect to that intensity. So current is a I3. But at that time also be no variation in the retarded potential. No any variation in retarded potential. Retarded potential is a constant. Nothing will change in that. But when intensity are changed, current are also be changed. Okay. From that graph, we conclude that the result of this graph as a when the intensity are increases, current also be increases with respect to that intensity. That means the current is a directly proportional to the intensity of illumination. Okay. From that figure we conclude that the current is directly proportional to the intensity of illumination, but there the retarded potential are constant. Nothing be variation in retarded potential. Okay. That is a relation between the retarded potential and the photoelectric current. Okay. Now we discuss about the second relation of Richardson and Compton experiment. This second relation is the relation between the velocity of photoelectrons and the frequency of incident light. So for that I also be plot one graph. X, Y, X dash. Okay. So in this graph we consider here the value V1, V2 and V3. This is the values of velocity of photoelectrons, and from that this is a three lines are passed. For that this is a lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 wavelength of that lines, and here the intensity. Okay. So from that graph, here V1, V2 and V3 are the velocities of photoelectron, and this respect to that lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 are wavelength of our incident light frequency. Okay. So when the potential is V1, that's increase like V1, V2, V3, that time the wavelength also be increases. That's why the value of lambda also be increases, like as lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3. Okay. So when in this graph, when the velocity or kinetic energy of photoelectron are increases, when the kinetic energy increases, then that time the wavelength of light also be increases. Wavelength of light increases, that means we know that wavelength is denoted by lambda, so that value of lambda also be increases. So from this graph we conclude that when the kinetic energy or velocity of photoelectrons are increases, that time the frequency of light, the frequency of incident light also be increases. That means the kinetic energy or velocity of photoelectrons are depend upon the frequency of incident light, but are independent of intensity of illumination. Okay. So this is the graph between the velocity of photoelectron and frequency of light. Okay. Now the third relation. This is a third relation is between the energy of emission, energy of EV0 and V0, energy of emission and frequency of light. This is the last one relation. This relation are called as linear relation. This linear relation graph like as here energy of emission, and here we consider as frequency of light. So these graphs are also called as linear relation or linear graph. Okay. This graph is totally related to threshold frequency. This represents the threshold frequency. We know that threshold frequency is minimum frequency. Threshold frequency is defined as the minimum frequency required to the minimum frequency required minimum frequency below photoelectric emission occurs. Means this is our minimum frequency, and that below this frequency no any photoelectric emission are occurs. So that's minimum frequency are required for photoelectric emission. That's minimum frequency are known as threshold frequency, and this linear graph is represent this threshold frequency. This is our third and last relation of about Richardson and Compton experiment. This last relation is known as linear relation. Okay, this is our three relations, and this is Richardson and Compton experiment. We study about the Richardson and Compton experiment and the three relations related to that Richardson and Compton experiment. Okay.